You know what? As I thought about this, and I thought, you know, what do I say? And I could summarize the state of the city with just a few words, and those are, we're good. We're in good shape. But however, those few words are so easy to say. It takes the talent, the dedication, the hard work of so many people to make it happen. So speaking of good people, I'd like to recognize my colleagues on the City Council who we all share one primary focus, and that's to improve the quality of life for the citizens of El Centro. I'd like to recognize Mr. Alex Cardenas, Mr. Jason Jackson, Cheryl Walker, and Segelia Sanders for joining me today. You know, the purpose of the State of the City is to let the community know what we have done. And we have a lot to say. So to take you through that journey, I'm going to take you into the past, the present, and the future. In 2014, we did a lot of work on the basic infrastructure of the city to improve transportation, mobility, public safety, recreation, economic development, and the overall beautification of the city. You know, all of this takes money. I'm glad to say that the city has a balanced budget with expenditures authorized for $90 million, including $44 million for operating expenses and about $34 in capital improvements. Although revenues continue to lag since the economic downturn in 2007, the economy is doing better, and our revenues have experienced consistent levels of growth over the last few years. However, sales tax continues to be our single largest source of revenue, accounting for about 40% of the city's general fund. And I'm going to give you a message. You all can help us. When you leave here today, go to the store and buy some. Of course, the people that deserve the credit for being the Centro being the great city that it is our staff. I want to take a minute today to thank them for their dedication, their hard work, and loyalty. So all city staff, can you please rise and be recognized? Because you guys are just absolutely wonderful. Mr. Duran, the city manager. So I'm going to go through a list of projects pretty quickly because there's a lot. In 2014, we completed many projects. You see the list of all the streets that were repaved, and streets, I don't know, I think my colleagues will concur, that's probably the most frequent call that we get. It's when are you going to fix this street? So we did a lot of work from 2nd Street to Willow Bend Drive, paved a lot of streets at a cost of over $2 million. Another major project was our Imperial Avenue overlay from Ocotillo to Orange Avenue at a cost of a little over $1 million. And those of us that remember driving through Imperial when it was not in good shape, that was not a good experience. Now it's just a beautiful drive down Imperial Avenue. We spent over $3 million in our water tank restoration, making our water safer, reliable, and better tasting, I hope, for the residents of El Centro. Very exciting news in terms of our sports pavilion that we just opened last December at a cost of over $6 million. Thank you, Rabobank, for their generous donation as well. This pavilion, this sports complex, is being used a lot by our community. I'm so happy to see when I go out there and I see the children in our community using the pavilion. Sunflower Park, we've got some upgrades. We got new restrooms, a snack bar. Carlos Aguilar Park, we installed lights there at a cost of over $500,000, making the accessibility of those parks for our community greater through the use of evening in the summertime. So we expanded the availability of that. Our beautiful council chambers, what a wonderful place this is. We spent a little over almost $1.5 million to enhance and upgrade the old chambers and make it primarily ADA compliant. Some of you may not be aware of this, but the City of El Centro now has a canine unit. These specially trained dogs and their handlers are here to make our city safer, a safer place to live and work. The City of El Centro provides more than just improvements to our city. The city also provides great entertainment with the special events that we have, including the Mardi Gras Parade, our Imagine Awards, El Grito festivities, the music festival, our tree lighting celebration, Christmas tree lighting, and our Christmas parade. So those are events that our community enjoys, and I'm so happy to see the turnout that we get for all these events. So now let's look at some of the things that are currently underway. The Dogwood Bridge widening project will make traffic flow into and out of the mall a better experience for everyone at the mall. The cost of this project is approximately $30 million, and we expect to complete it in early 2017. So I know right now it's a hassle when you go to the mall, but just look ahead, a year and a half from now, it'll be good. The Adams Avenue Skate Park is scheduled to be completed this fall, and once again, we'll be increasing the recreational opportunities for our citizens and completing yet another phase of our Martin Luther King Jr. Sports Complex. Swarthout Field renovation project is in the second phase of renovation. We're adding a new drainage system, sprinkler repair, leveling, and reseeding at a cost of a little over $200,000. It's been a long time since we saw green grass at Swarthout, and now we see it. Long time coming. As our city grows, we also need to increase and maintain our fire protection. We'll be purchasing a new fire engine at a cost of $400,000 to ensure that our residents have adequate and reliable fire protection. Now let's see what we can expect for 2015 and beyond. There's some major projects coming to the city of El Centro. We will continue to repair our streets. Along the projects that are in the books, we have the renovation for Adams Avenue, Ross Avenue, Euclid Avenue, and our Buena Vista pedestrian improvement projects. With this, 95% of the city streets have been repaired or maintained over the last 10 years. Other projects include the improving sidewalks and ADA accessibility on 7th and 8th Street between Hyle and Ross, and adding pedestrian crossings on Main Street. Our 8th Street alternative transportation project that includes new sidewalk and sidewalk repairs and bike lane installation. More sidewalks on Lincoln Avenue between 6th, 7th, and 8th Street. The renovation of our Starkfield restroom facility, as well as our Swarthout restroom facility and snack renovation. And also the renovation of the parking lot on Swarthout Avenue. We'll be finally undergrounding the North 8th Canal along Villa Avenue between Imperial Avenue and 8th Street. More projects. The La Brucherie widening from Orange to Main Street, including curb gutter and sidewalk. The Imperial Avenue interchange project that will create a full interchange and will open up development south of Imperial Avenue, enhancing the mobility for our residents. This project is 20+ years in the making and is finally here. Among the most exciting news is the groundbreaking for our new aquatic center, with over $11 million in funding earmarked. This project, from my perspective, will address one of the most urgent recreational needs in the city. A first-rate aquatic facility where families will be able to swim and enjoy themselves in the hot summer months. Long time coming, it's here. Emergency generators for our wastewater treatment plant to ensure that our citizens have reliable infrastructure. The Ivy Mall and Dogwood Corridor sidewalks and lighting. The downtown Main Street lighting project, which again is increased visibility on Main Street. And other numerous projects that will add to the quality of life in El Centro, fulfilling our mission to make the city of El Centro the best city in Imperial Valley. Sorry for all the Imperial Valley.
We know you're kidding, it's all right.
As you can see, the city of El Centro will continue to improve our infrastructure in 2015 and beyond, so that our citizens and visitors can enjoy a great city, a safe city with great streets, great restaurants and shopping, a city with green parks and recreational opportunities. In short, a city that we want to live in and visit. In other words, things are rocking in El Centro. We're good, but we can get even better. As a mayor at El Centro in 2015, I am proposing 3 initiatives to continue to move the city forward. As Les indicated, I'm proposing the city to develop a closer relationship with our neighbors from Mexicali. 2, I'm proposing to establish a work group to recommend how the city can improve our business practices to facilitate business development, housing, growth, and economic development. And I'm proposing that El Centro complete the El Centro Vision 2050. Let's begin to create the blueprint for El Centro for the year 2050. So, as it relates to Mexicali, all of us know that Mexicali is the gateway to the United States from Mexico. And we also have to recognize and accept the Mexicali consumer are essential components of our economic future. So let's embrace that, let's work with that. The proposed expansion of the collective port of entry will make it easier for people to cross the border, which will help economic growth in the valley. But I believe that El Centro needs to position itself as a destination point for the Mexicali consumer. So therefore, I want to join Mr. Smith in the Chamber on a program to improve and expand our relationship with Mexicali through a partnership city program. This new program will include marketing and commercial strategies for El Centro, business relationships with the Mexican government, exploring opportunities for mutual benefits and cultural exchanges. This relationship is so vital to us in the region. It will offer opportunities to strengthen the cross-cultural exchange between our cities, strengthen our economic growth, and cement lasting relationships that will help both cities grow and prosper. Second, I am proposing to appoint a stakeholder group to evaluate the city's business practices to ensure that the city is doing everything we can to facilitate new businesses as well as business growth and expansion. It is these businesses, large and small, that hire our residents, pay taxes, and help our economy as well as our quality of life. Along with business, housing also needs to remain a top priority for the city of El Centro. I hear from developers that tell me that it's difficult, it is costly to build an El Centro. But let's put our heads together and see what we can do to make that better and easier. We need to find a way to encourage the development of new housing units in El Centro, in particularly affordable housing. Whether it's single-family homes or apartment complexes, we need to provide a great place for people to live and to meet the housing needs of all our residents. Therefore, I propose the creation of a diverse work group to create strategies to promote business relations and housing development. Input and feedback from stakeholder groups will play a key role in establishing the goals and objectives to encourage business and housing growth. This group will work with city staff to enhance the building blocks that have been established and define new strategies for development. Finally, I propose the development of the El Centro Vision 2050. This long-range strategic plan will provide a blueprint for what El Centro should look like in the year 2050. The work of the City Council and staff over the past decade has allowed us to accomplish many good things. It is now time to look ahead and create a 35-year vision for El Centro for greatness. This process will also include input from stakeholders, including the Chamber of Commerce, to evaluate our growth, expected population, overall projected improvements, infrastructure, healthcare, schools, and the quality of life in El Centro through the year 2050. This may sound like an ambitious agenda, but I know that with your help we can get it done. The fact that you're here with me this morning tells me that you care about the future of El Centro, and we appreciate it and we'll count on you. Let's continue working together so that El Centro can continue to thrive and provide a better life for its citizens for generations to come. Muchas gracias.